In this video, we're going to be setting up a birthday collection mechanism. When we have a person's birthday on file, it enables us to build goodwill by providing timely birthday messages. Combined with other data, it can be used to provide a more targeted experience. For example, if we have the birthday of someone who is not yet a customer, we might send them a birthday discount in an attempt to get that first purchase. So in this video, we're going to look at the automation model, configuring the birthday collection form, and then writing the request emails. So before we get started, we're assuming that we've got two things set up. First, we have a functional tag created to trigger the birthday collection, and then we also have another tag to track people that have a birthday on file. So assuming we've got those two tags created, we can start building our model. So it's going to start with the tag goal. And then that'll put them into the birthday collection request, at which point they will provide us their birthday via web form. And then we will tag them as birthday on file. And then the other thing we're also going to do is we're going to make sure that we only ask for their birthday once. So this way it prevents poor customer experience. So this is what our model is going to look like. So we're going to go ahead and start with the web form here. And we're going to set this as an entry point. Now we're going to configure the goal itself. So in this case, we're going to start with a hidden email field. And some messaging about what they're doing here. So share your birthday below, and you might get a surprise in the future. So now we're going to grab an other field snippet, and we're going to choose the birthday. And of course this is required because that's the whole point of this form. And we need to give them a little bit of guidance as far as how to put the birthday in here. So we're going to put a little paragraph snippet here, and we're going to say please format as. Now if you have your database set up for the European formatting of the dates, then obviously you'd want to say date mm. And the last thing is to change our call to action. So there's my birthday. And of course, if you want, you can go ahead and throw your logo on here and play around with the design. But this is basically the functional piece here. And now we're going to look at our thank you page. So I'll say something like, all right, first name, forget you did this and enjoy any surprises might come your way. Okay, so at this point our form is ready to go, so we can mark it as ready. And then now in the tag is birthday on file, we're going to go and do exactly that. So we're going to apply the tag of birthday on file. So you can see I've got it in a category called segmentation, and then it's a birthday on file tag. And that's all we're going to go ahead and do in this sequence. And now we're going to go ahead and publish the campaign because this form needs to be live so we can reference it from within these emails. So we're going to publish this bad boy, and we're probably going to get some warnings, and that's okay. Okay. So now that this has been published, we can actually start writing our emails here. Before I do that, let's finish configuring these pieces here, so that way the emails are the last thing to do. So this ask for birthday goal is the functional tag of asking for birthday. So now we can apply this tag in other campaigns and wherever it's appropriate, ask for somebody's birthday. And then this is where this decision diamond comes into play. So we want to request their birthday if we don't have a birthday on file already. And so that's where this tag is going to come into play. So if the contacts tags doesn't contain the birthday on file tag, and of course if the birthday is already on file, then we want to go into that sequence, and it's basically just going to be an empty sequence. So it's a very linear decision. They're going to go down one path or the other. Nice and simple. And for this birthday on file sequence, we're just going to leave it empty and mark it as ready. So now the last thing to do is to actually write the invitation emails here. So we're going to build out this sequence. So it's going to start with an immediate email, which is a birthday request number 1. And then we're going to have a tag step here. And we're going to grab another start timer, grab another delay, and we're going to make a copy of this bad boy here, and we're going to have a second birthday collection request. So let's start by building this here. This tag goal is actually removing that functional tag that started this whole thing off, so asking for birthdays. So this basically resets this mechanism so the next time some other campaign wants to ask for their birthday, this whole mechanism will be able to repeat. So let's set up this first birthday request email. And in this case, it's a very simple transactional email. So we'll build it here right now. So happy birthday, first name, but then a question mark. So that's going to raise some eyebrows, get people curious, and then we say, hey, contact first name. Did you know that I have no idea when your birthday is? The celebration of being born. And obviously, you can say whatever you want here. This is just an example. But kind of want to sell them on why it's important to collect this. So the celebration of being born is special. I'd love to send you a surprise, or surprises around your birthday. So this is intriguing them, and we're saying around their birthday, so we're not committing to actually getting it, right on their date, because we don't necessarily know how you're going to leverage their birthday necessarily. And then we have the call to action. Click here and share your birthday. Have a great day of the week, and then sign off as the person's owner. And then we'll make sure that this is actually coming from the person's owner. And there you go, we've written our email. So the last step is to link this to the form that we just created and published. So web form, and then it should be right here at the top of our list. And there you go. So when they click from this email, it's going to populate that hidden email field, so all they have to do is submit their birthday, and the system will know who they are. So for this next email, we're going to actually have this run on the second day of the brand new year. So we're going to say no delay, and then run on a specific day of the month, the second of a specific month of January. And then we're going to say do this at 8 a.m. So the day after New Year's. And I'm just going to go ahead and make a duplicate of this email to save ourselves some time, since it's functionally a very similar email to the other one. So you got to keep in mind that someone's going to be queued up in this campaign possibly for many, many months. So in our subject line, we have to frame it as a reminder, and remember your birthday this year. So if their birthday happens to be on the 1st or the 2nd, then this is super timely, and if not, it's a really cool, like, automated spring cleaning kind of thing. So check this out. So we're going to start off by saying good morning, because we know it's coming in the morning. Hope your year, so whatever it is, because it's the new year, so hope your year is off to a great start. We're doing some tidying up around here and noticed we never got your birthday on file. Now is the perfect time to let us know, and then when it happens, you might get a surprise or two. So again, we're leveraging that curiosity factor, kind of giving them an incentive. What's in it for me to waste my time giving you my birthday? Well, maybe we'll give you a surprise. Now, since we had duplicated the first version of this email, this is already going to be linked to the web form as we need it. So this email is ready to go. And at this point, the sequence itself is good to go. And we can now go ahead and publish this campaign. So when another campaign applies this functional starting tag and the birthday isn't on file, the customer receives 2 emails asking for their birthday. If they haven't provided their birthday by the beginning of the next year, at the start of that year, they receive a reminder to share it. When someone does provide their birthday, they are tagged accordingly, and this data can be used to segment in other areas, such as a campaign or a report. Now keep in mind that we just used a web form. If you wanted to, you could use a full landing page for a richer birthday collection experience. And on the thank you page here, remember, we can always use the momentum from a form submission to drive customers somewhere on the thank you page. So maybe we want to drive them to the blog. If you want, maybe even like give them like a coupon code as a way of saying thanks, or just don't give them a dead end. Give them somewhere else to go. So now that we've collected somebody's birthday, in the next video, we're going to look at building automated happy birthday messages.